Hello friends, happy Tuesday. It's time for another episode in my Countdown to Saleabration 2023 series. Today I am all about the, what's it called? I just forgot. Delicate flower. Holy cow, total brain fart, people. How bad is that? Dainty Flowers. My goodness, that's brutal. I've been typing that name all day and my brain just went out the door on me. All right, so Dainty Flowers is what we're all about today. And it is some gorgeous designer series paper that is available as a Saleabration freebie starting on Thursday of this week. So that's 2 days away, 2 more sleeps. Yay! Till Saleabration starts. Now, this paper is absolutely gorgeous. If you are someone who likes wildflowers, who likes watercolored images, who likes beautiful color, you are going to love this paper. I'm going to show you the paper up close and personal because it never does it justice in the catalog. And then we're going to make a project, and then I'm going to show you some other ideas that I put together with this paper. It's just fantastic. Now, let me just pull up my video here on my iPad so I can see who is joining me because I hate not knowing who's out there with me. Let's see. All right. Hi, Krista. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Doris. Hi, Deb. Hi, Penny. All right, the gang's all here. Thanks for coming back for day 3, everybody. I'm just trying to adjust my camera here because it feels a little low. There we go. That's better. Hi, Laura. How are you? All right, so delicate flowers? Dainty Flowers. Holy cow, why can't I remember the name of this paper, you guys? This is so bad. Dainty Flowers. I'm going to keep the Saleabration brochure open right in front of me so I can keep looking at it for the name. Wowza. This is what happens when I am off work. My brain just goes to mush. All right. Hi, Tracy. You made it. Welcome. Hi, Judith. Hi, Julie. Hi, Linda. All right. See, everybody is used to me going live on Tuesday, so everybody remembers to come on Tuesdays. It was kind of crickets around here Sunday and Monday, I got to tell you. You will not, however, want to forget that Thursday is my live launch party. So the new catalog goes live Thursday. Saleabration starts Thursday. So much excitement on Thursday. And Thursday night, 7 p.m. right here, I am going to be live with my catalog kickoff. So you're not going to want to miss that one. That's my marathon where I showcase all kinds of new product and project ideas from the catalog. So put a reminder in your phone so you don't forget. All right. Okay. Time to stop my yakking. And we're going to flip the camera and we're going to look at this gorgeous paper. Okay. Hang on one sec. Okay. Might need to slide a little to the right so that we can see this beautiful paper. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So gorgeous, gorgeous images in this paper. All of them are hand painted. And if you look really closely, I'm not sure how well it'll show on the camera, but the background has sort of that textured look of watercolor paper. So it's like they colored these and then like basically took a picture of these gorgeous images. So beautiful paper. You get 12 sheets of the pack, 2 of each pattern, double-sided. I'll show you the back sides in a minute, but let's look at the beautiful florals here. So we've got some gorgeous florals on this one, a little bit smaller pattern. And then this one's mostly in purples and greens. This one is mostly greens, so this would be great for masculine cards. Love these ovals. I've done lots with them. We're actually going to use this pattern tonight on our project. Talk about quick and easy card making. So cut this into 6 card fronts, slap on a sentiment, and you're done. So beautiful. It doesn't require any additional effort. And then we have another floral similar to this one, but larger in scale. Okay. So then when we flip them over, we have beautiful sort of watercolor washes. This is great for backgrounds. You can stamp right on this. You can use these sort of soft watercolor patterns for die cutting. I'll show you the coordinating dies in a minute. Love this pattern. I use this one a lot. Again, a botanical sort of watercolor wash. This one's very similar to this one. Okay, this one's a little bit more green. This one's a little bit more blue. Okay, love the spatter. You know me and spatters. They make me happy. Love these polka dots. This is perfect for Easter and spring too. So pretty. Love this diamond. It's like a pin tuck diamond pattern. And then we have another sort of botanical with a blushing bride watercolor wash. So just gorgeous paper. Again, free with a $60 order here in Canada. And what will you get with for your $60 order? Well, you're going to want to pick up the coordinating bundle. So basically, the way it works during Saleabration, if you purchase the Dainty Delight bundle, which coordinates with the paper, you'll get the paper free, right? Gotta love free and gotta love coordinating. So this, you're gonna see me featuring this bundle. I'm gonna feature it in my live on Thursday, but you'll also see it have a live all to itself at some point this spring. But I just want to mention, we have beautiful, sort of almost pencil drawn floral images. And then these do coordinate. These are not quite to scale. Okay, so they don't quite, these are 95%. So the dies don't quite line up, but trust me, when you stamp them, the full size does line up with the dies. So the open dies cut out all of your sort of botanical images. And then we have some fabulous sentiments with mixed fonts. And then we also have a whole lot of dies that just cut various shapes. So we've got this sort of vine, we've got a bit of Queen Anne's lace, some daisies, some leaves, a stem. This is like a lupin, some more daisies, just so many great botanical patterns and shapes that you can cut out with these dies. So that is the coordinating Dainty Delight. See, that's where I got Dainty Flowers. No, Dainty Flowers is the name of it. What was I calling it? I don't know. Anyway, it's Dainty Flowers is the DSP. Dainty Delight is the bundle. Okay, I need to stop talking before I make more of a fool of myself. So we're going to do some stamping because hopefully I can do that. All right. So the card we're going to make tonight is super quick and easy. I wanted to show you a really fast, easy way to use that sort of oval pattern. You know which one I'm talking about from the paper pack. Let me just pull it out so I can show you. Where is it? Oh, it's on the back of the green one. That's right. Nope, it's not. Which one is it? There it is. All right, so it's this pattern here. Okay, so you can get 6 of these cards out of one sheet, and then you have these beautiful images that you can just, I was thinking these would be fun to make into bookmarks. Did you ever, when you were a kid, make pressed flower bookmarks? That was something that I used to do at the cottage every summer. We would go out and pick wildflowers, press them between books, and then iron them between wax paper and make our own little pressed flower bookmarks. So that's what that reminds me of. All right, back to our card. So we're making, again, super quick and simple. You could add the fussy cut flowers or not. It's just as pretty without. But I love me some fussy cutting, so I did a little bit on this one. So let's get to it. Oh, Carmen, you love this paper and bundle? Yeah, I do too. Hi, Pam. Thanks for sharing. Yes, bookmarks and gift tags. Yes, I agree, Deb. Gift tags would be another great idea for those sort of narrow botanical images. All right, so as you can see, I cut my DSP for this one to be the full size of my card front. Sometimes I like to completely cover my card front so I don't have that extra border. And I like to do it when my paper's free because why not have that extra large piece on the front of your card? So starting with a thick basic white card base, okay, it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So I'm going to fold this in half along my score line, but we're not going to glue our DSP on quite yet. But I am just going to show you that my DSP is cut to 4 1/4 by 5.5, so that when we're ready to glue that on, it's going to completely cover my card front, just like that. Okay, so we're going to set the card base aside for now, and we are going to play with our beautiful oval pattern. So this works just as well vertically. Like we could totally do this as a vertical card. And I did post a couple samples today where I had done it vertically. I'll show them to you again once I'm done stamping. But I'm going to do this horizontally because I think it does look quite lovely horizontal as well. Now I should mention, when you're cutting your DSP, you're going to cut it. It takes a little bit of finagling. You're going to cut it to 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so it's going to go on right about like that. So when you cut, you're going to want to make sure you cut just above. You don't want to cut through this, right? So don't cut it at 6. You're going to cut it at about, I think it was like 5 and a bit. That I cut across here, so I didn't cut off any of these beautiful florals, okay? And then I trimmed down each individual panel, all right? So just a little word so that you get all of your ovals intact and you don't mess up those little vertical botanical pieces as well, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and glue this down onto our DSP. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of liquid glue. Hi, Judy from Wawa. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Judy, I did get your paper share order. I haven't had a chance to do your total yet, but I will get back to you yet this evening. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that I did get it. I just was making dinner and eating dinner when your order came. I saw your email. So you will get a total this evening. You did make it in by the deadline. For anyone who is still wanting paper shares, my paper share ordering closes tonight at midnight. So if you have not yet ordered, you're going to want to do that before you go to bed. Okay. And then I will confirm and send you your total tomorrow. All right. So there is our layered DSP. Now I'm going to take some of this gorgeous new ribbon. This is Night of Navy. Now I should mention on the package, this actually says, I believe, where's my package? It says Starry Sky. However, this Night of Navy ribbon works quite nicely on the Starry Sky. Like it's sort of a watercolor look, so it works with both. Okay. So I've been using it interchangeably with both Navy and Starry Sky, and I am really happy with the way it coordinates. Okay. So I'm going to take and lay a bit of ribbon right across the middle of my panel here. So I'm just going to press the ends into a glue dot. So this is new ribbon that is in the mini. It is called Night of Navy 3/8 inch bordered ribbon. It is gorgeous. It's kind of got a little bit of a linen texture to it. It's $12.25 a roll. You get 10 yards on a roll. So you will have ribbon for days. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and glue this onto our card base before we do anything else. So we're going to go ahead and stick that down. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue. I like to use liquid glue whenever I'm doing stamping like this and covering an entire card front. It just allows me time to get it perfectly centered so I don't see any white border peeking through or peeking around. So we're just going to adjust this, hopefully get it straight. So there we go. There's our beautiful card base. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my label. So my label is cut from basic white cardstock. I use the seasonal label size. Now these ones are carrying over. They're still available at the moment. And I love these shapes. I like this long, sort of pretty label. And we are going to use a sentiment from the coordinating stamp set. Okay, I'm using Thank You for Your Kindness from Dainty Delight. And I'm going to stamp in Starry Sky. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. My Starry Sky is getting a little dry. I've been using it a ton when I've been ink blending. I need to re-ink. But hopefully we will be good for this one stamped image. There we go. And then I've already gone ahead and fussy cut some of the beautiful sort of, these remind me of ranunculus, not ranunculus. What are they called? They bloom every August in my garden. Holy cow, you guys, my brain today, not firing on all cylinders. Rudbeckia, that's what I'm trying to think of, Rudbeckia. So that's kind of what these remind me of. So we're going to glue that to the end of our label so that when we glue this on, it's going to overlap our ribbon just like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit, so I need to think about where my flower is going to go. So I'm going to put just a little bit of liquid glue on the end of my label here. I'm just going to tack this on, and then we'll use dimensionals when we adhere it to the front of the card to secure it. There we go. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Love that watercolored floral. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensionals to the back. Yes, Coneflowers, Rebecca. Yes, thank you, you guys. See? My people help me out. Keep me from looking like a complete loser. I can't remember the name of basic flowers that are in my garden. Yeah, you guys, I tell you, when I'm off work, my brain kind of goes into hibernation mode. I don't know. Any other teachers out there find that, where your brain just kind of shuts down when you're on holidays and you can't remember stuff? I know I'm going to go back next week and be fumbling for the first couple of days. My kids always look at me like, what is your problem, old woman? All right, so we're going to go ahead and layer our label right across the center of our card front here, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to tie a pretty bow with this gorgeous ribbon. Now, I mentioned this ribbon has a bit of a linen texture. It's a little bit softer than linen, so it ties quite easily and holds its shape quite nicely. It's got a little bit of starch to it, so it holds its shape, ties a nice tight bow. So I'm gonna just adjust my loops here and pull my knot nice and tight. And you see that's a really pretty little bow there. So we're gonna cut off our tails. And then we're gonna adhere this right at the end of our, I might do it this way just to be different, right at the end, a little bump here at the end of our label. So we'll press our knot into a glue dot. Oh, good, Tracy, I'm not the only one. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. All right, so there we go. Isn't that simple and pretty? Like, honestly, this paper makes it so easy to make gorgeous cards. Now, of course, I have to add a little bit of bling. So we're going to add some of our brushed brass butterflies. I have to say that slowly or I will get my tongue tangled. So I'm just going to add a couple of these. These are in the annual. I have not used these in ages. Mind you, I've been making lots of Christmas cards for the last couple of months, so it kind of would figure that I haven't used them. Not too many butterflies on Christmas cards, but there we go. So pretty. Now on the inside, I just added another strip of that pretty blue DSP so that it kind of ties the inside to the front. But isn't that just a pretty simple little card? Love it. All right, so there is that. Let me show you a few more that I put together with this paper because it is gorgeous. Make some room here. So here's a really quick and easy thank you. So this is what happens. This is the last card I made after playing around with this for several hours. I had all kinds of little bits and pieces lying around. So I'm like, okay, we're going to use all these bits and pieces. We're going to put them all on a card. So that's what I did. I've got several die cut deckled rectangles with 1, 2, 3, 4 different patterns from the DSP. Actually 5 if you count this one. And I think it totally works because the colors all work and the patterns coordinate. So there we go. Super simple, made from scraps card. Here's one that I posted just a little while ago, a little bit more fussy cutting. Again, so that beautiful botanical DSP in the background, a die cut deckled rectangle there, and a label. This ribbon is actually from the annual catalog. And then here is that beautiful background paper. So this is the one that has the larger botanical images. This one here. Okay, so I just took the paper. I did run it through my embossing folder, the Time Worn Type embossing folder, to add a little bit of texture. Not necessary, but it does add a little something to an otherwise super simple card. All I did is add a little strip. That's actually the bit that I cut off of this to cut my card front. And again, another really simple sentiment and a bit of twine and some more butterflies, because why not, right? All right, here's another one. So same DSP. All I did here is I actually used my blending brushes and I blended on a little bit of Mossy Meadow ink over top of the DSP. And what a difference, right? Like it makes a totally different look. And then I took and I added, I embossed again, but then I just took my Versamark pad and I lightly brushed it over the embossed image and then sprinkled on some gold embossing powder. And then heat set it. And you kind of get this sort of worn, sort of almost like a grungy look. And then I cut some of the vines. So using the dies, where did I put my dies? So using this die here, I cut from some of the Distressed Golds specialty paper. I cut a couple of vines and wrapped them around my label, added a little bit of ribbon, and done. Okay, so that one's a little bit stepped up from this one. And then I went a little crazy with the fussy cutting. This is the very first card that I made with this DSP. As soon as I saw these beautiful ovals, I knew I had to fussy cut one out. So I got busy. And it actually wasn't as bad as you might think. They're not that bad to fussy cut. Just takes a little bit of time. And then added another little fussy cut flower and a little butterfly. So there you go. Lots of ideas for the Dainty Flowers, got the name right this time, Designer Series paper, available free starting Thursday with a $60 order here in Canada. Okay, everyone? All right, thanks for bearing with me and my apparent brain paralysis tonight. And I will see you tomorrow night for day 4 of my countdown to Saleabration. I hope you have a great evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.